Hi guys, Spartan765 here. Today I'm doing a video just on winter carry, like carrying concealed or open in the winter. Doesn't matter if you're carrying concealed or open in the winter. I'm just pretty much going to go over today, some things that some people who carry might overlook. And this isn't about how to carry or really anything like that. This is about the care and maintenance of your carry gun. A big thing with winter, as a lot of people know, and a lot of people just might not even think about, is that when you transition, like let's say you're outside walking and it's 20 below, and you transition into a house or wherever you're going in and it's 70 degrees. What happens, obviously, you get a lot of condensation because your gun is really cold and it's metal. You get a lot of condensation on your gun. So your gun essentially just sweats inside the barrel and just outside the barrel, obviously in the slide, and maybe even inside the slide a little bit. So you'll have, some people who might be carrying and they might not even think, oh shit, I gotta, swab my barrel out, whatever, when I get home. Because you'll have people that'll go like, that's one thing, like if you're looking to buy a used carry gun, definitely check the barrel out, make sure that it's not pitted or anything like that, because people don't really think about that. Yeah, your gun sweats. I mean, obviously if they see your gun sweating, a lot, people will wipe off, but a lot of people might not think to swab the barrel out. When it's cold out, I swab my barrel out every 2 days. If I happen to notice my gun sweating to the point where it's literally beading water all over it, I'll swab it out immediately and do a full re-oiling of it. And that's just what I call preventive maintenance, for your winter carry gun. If you want to keep your gun working well, I mean, you got to do that. I mean, honestly, I think that if you're going to carry your gun, I think that, even in the summer, like in the summer, I'd say maybe once every 2 weeks, go through your gun, make sure everything's lubricated, make sure everything's, fine with it. I mean, because I feel that, hey, if you have your gun that you might have to rely your life on, your gun should be, kept in good condition. I have seen people with their guns that have walked inside, walked outside all winter. Then they take their gun apart in the summer or later, and they see all this surface rust inside the barrel, surface rust, on the slide, inside the slide. What I always like to do is when I oil my gun, obviously I'll just take some Rem oil, spray it in the barrel, and then put a wad of paper towel through there to get the oil out. And with the water paper towel, it leaves a thin micro layer of oil inside the barrel. So that'll kind of help with preventing rust or preventing corrosion. One thing I also do is I obviously get in there with the paper towel and completely dry the chamber out of oil, because if you're carrying, you don't want your round to be all oily. I mean, that's not good, because that can cause a failure to fire. I mean, it can cause a hang fire. If you get oil that seeps into your round, into the powder, it can cause a hang fire. It can cause a failure to fire. That's another thing. If you oil your gun and you have a round in there and you notice you unload your gun and that round's all full of oil, don't use that round anymore. Just put that round, somewhere else. I wouldn't carry with that anymore, because that round could be bad. Even though you got rounds that are sealed, it doesn't matter. The oil can still kind of sip in there where the bullet is seated in the casing, if it's not properly sealed. But yeah, pretty much, this is just a video, stating, maintain your carry gun in the winter. Make sure you swab the barrel out, if you're in and out of the house a lot, every 2 days. I mean, that's what I do, and I have no rust in my barrel. Like I said, obviously, if you notice your carry gun starts to sweat a lot, do it right away when you get home. Clean it out. One thing, that I figure, obviously keeps the gun, not so cold, won't let it cool down a whole lot. Obviously, when you got your coat on, you have your coat over it, and that kind of, keeps the gun, in its little insulated environment where it's not going to, drop down to like 20 degrees and then go up to 70. Or vice versa, when you go outside, the gun gets really cold. It won't let the gun get really cold, so when you get in your car or something, turn the heat on, it gets, hot again and starts sweating. But yeah, I mean, this is just something, I haven't been able to find any videos. I checked on YouTube, and there really isn't any videos about this topic, so I figured I'd make a video on it. But yeah, if you guys got any comments or questions, feel free to send me a message. Best off sending me a personal message if you have any video requests. I do get hundreds and hundreds of comments today. I don't have time to read them all. But that's it. Spartan765 out.